Ladies and gentlemen, night one of WrestleMania is over. It's on to night two now, but let's be honest, man. Let's be real for a minute. I don't know how night two is going to be able to top night one. Night one had to be one of the cleanest WrestleManias we've had in a long time. WrestleMania 35 was a great WrestleMania. It's just that it was too long. This year's WrestleMania Night 1, WrestleMania Night 1 here in Tampa, Florida. Oh, I mean, yeah, we had a delay, you know, weather problems in Tampa Bay. But overall, the show delivered 100%, and let's talk about it. First of all, before I get into the show itself, you know, AEW. Yes, I'm going to talk about AEW for a quick second here. AEW is starting to get on my nerves now, as of late, you know? Whenever something goes wrong, whenever people criticize AEW, shit hits the fan. Whether they're blocking videos or just trying to hide people's opinions from criticizing them and whatnot. Or even Tony Khan. Tony Khan, for some reason, decided to tweet about something that happened in AEW a while back, where just like WrestleMania, you know, it was raining and pouring, everything was wet, they had to clean up everything before the show started, and he brings up something about a red carpet. He just went on and on. It's like, dude, ain't nobody care about AEW tonight. It's all about WrestleMania. No matter how big you're trying to be, WWE's always up here. You're just trying to catch up, bro. I recognize that AEW came around when WWE was in a down period, you know? AEW's head is starting to get too big. They're trying to be too overconfident and they're just doing shit for no reason. Tony Khan telling us his whole life story of what he had to do on an episode of Dynamite where he had to make sure that the wrestlers are good. Ain't nobody care about that, bro. That's like somebody getting shot and then some random dude comes up and be like, man, I remember I got shot in the chest, bro. That shit hurt. I was crying. My mama was crying. Nigga, ain't nobody talking about you right now. Ain't nobody talking about you. It's all about what's going on here, not about you. That's what Tony Khan is doing. Tony, you've been moving like a mark for too damn long now. You need to chill. Chill. And anyways, let's get on with the show. So obviously WrestleMania starts off, you know how it normally would start, you know, America the Beautiful, you know, home of the brave, land of the free, whatever, all that crap. I literally paid 5 extra minutes just so I could skip that, because I always skip that at WrestleMania. I don't care for the national anthem. I don't care for none of that. Whether here, in Canada, United States, anywhere in the world, if I'm watching an event, I don't care for the national anthem. Just get straight to the show. That's all I care for. That's just me, okay? So WrestleMania kicked off. Obviously, the delays happened. A lot of people are cutting promos, but still, the show starts off with Lashley and McIntyre for the WWE title. The feeling, just seeing McIntyre come out on the stage with the sword, and he does his entrance like he normally does with the shit. By the way, that WrestleMania set, that set is tied with WrestleMania 33 with the roller coaster ride. Those two sets have to be the greatest design sets in WWE history. That's just me. WrestleMania 23 is also a great set. It's a big ass set. I'm getting off topic here. Anyways, McIntyre and Lashley, they kicked the show off. It felt right. It felt just I felt like everything was normal. Just for tonight and tomorrow, everything felt normal. McIntyre, Lashley, match kicked off, and it started off hot. The match went on. There's some points where I felt like McIntyre was guaranteed to walk out as WWE champion, but not the case. And as the match went on and the match progresses, Lashley hit the full Nelson on the Hurt Lock, but sadly, it didn't make McIntyre tap out. So then McIntyre somehow was able to fight through. And then at one point, McIntyre was setting up for the Claymore. Both men looked spent. They looked really exhausted. Fatigue, you know. McIntyre was in the corner setting up for the Claymore. And then MVP was yelling out to Lashley. McIntyre got distracted, but he's still trying to go for the Claymore. Lashley Lashley fell down like you know in Toy Story when whenever they say, "Hey, here comes Andy," and then all the toys just flop down. That's exactly what happened with Lashley. In order for him to dodge the Claymore, he dropped, and McIntyre flew over, tried to hit the Claymore, did connect. Lashley hit him with a forearm, and I believe he hit him with the full Nelson again. The Hurt Lock, he locked in the Hurt Lock, and this time McIntyre did not have the strength, did not have the will to fight out, and he passed out. Thank God, Bobby Lashley is still WWE Champion. That's exactly what I wanted. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, compared to Lashley, I'm kind of done with this McIntyre as WWE Champion. He had a great run, great year. He carried it, no doubt. One of the best parts of 2020 had to be with McIntyre carrying the company on his shoulders as WWE Champion. But when you got a guy that I've been a fan of a lot longer in Bobby Lashley, a guy that I've followed with TNA and more, I've been saying once WWE gets MVP with Bobby Lashley, shit's gonna happen. I've been calling for it, and now look at us. Bobby Lashley, WWE Champion, now having a longer title reign, following WrestleMania now. Hopefully, maybe till SummerSlam. Maybe that's when he might lose the belt. I don't know, but it just felt right, Lashley retaining the WWE title. And then we had the tag team turmoil match. I will not lie to you guys. I'm not afraid to say anything. I'm not going to say anything outrageous. I'm just going to come out and say, look, the women bust their ass. At the end of the match, it started to come off good. But at the beginning, first of all, Naomi getting eliminated and being pinned at WrestleMania. Bad call, at least in my opinion. That's just me. I felt like Naomi and Lana winning the turmoil match and then maybe going on to win the tag team titles tomorrow would be a good idea. So, I mean, you have Lana beat Nia Jax. I mean, there's continuity there, the story right there, you know. That's just me. Having Naomi become a women's tag team champion would be a nice touch as well. But I guess you would have gave it to Tamina and Natalya, which is odd. Odd choice. But a lot of botches happened in this match. A lot of slips and mishaps and mistiming. A lot of miscommunication happened in this match. It was kind of hard for me to enjoy it in the middle. But at the beginning, I was fine. Then Naomi got eliminated. I was a bit salty. Then the middle was hard to watch. And then going into the end, seeing Tamina get her first WrestleMania win in her career is actually a shocker. It's actually a shocker, I'm not gonna lie to you. But hey, it happened. Natalya and Tamina, #1 contenders for the tag team championships. Then we get to probably top 3 matches of the night. Cesaro versus Seth Rollins. First of all, Seth Rollins got new theme again. It sounds like a updated version of his original theme with the burn it down. First, it just screams off at the top of the song. It, like right as they come off a break, burn it down, flames are going up, and then new theme played. And Rollins came out looking sick as he always does. And then Cesaro comes out, new ring gear, more color, thank you. And he came out. They both had a great match. What else could I say? The certain parts in the match I did remember. Rollins did the Black Magic move, which if you guys don't know, in the 2K moveset, it's like a move for like you're in the corner, you're running, you jump over your opponent, but your body, like I think your leg is still locked on to your opponent, and then you do a back axe kick to the back of their neck, right? Rollins did that. Again, he did it to Shinsuke Nakamura, I believe at Fastlane, and he did it again against Cesaro at WrestleMania. Then, he did a corkscrew splash. Out of all I swear to God, Seth Rollins could be, if 2K is ever going to bring back Create a Finisher, Seth Rollins is the guy as like the dummy or like whatever to mocap all these flippity doodahs that can be done in the game. This dude dead ass did a spinning 360 splash on the Cesaro. I've never seen that before. I don't know how, but I feel like I have, but it's not clicking, so I've never seen it, I guess. And it was awesome. And Cesaro kicked out at 2. Oh my god, Cesaro. What do you want me to say? Springboard uppercuts, what was it? The UFO, whatever they called it. The thing where he's on his like a torture rack and he's spinning with no hand. And then Cesaro swings Seth Rollins twice in this match. And in the end, one of the most... The counters that they've pulled off at the end of the match, it's hard for me to remember. I just remember Cesaro tried to go for the swing. Rollins turned it over. Cesaro countered into the neutralizer, but then Rollins somehow turned that over. He flipped over, caught him into a pedigree position and planted him, and yet kicked out of two. Cesaro is a freak of nature. Seth Rollins is a freak of nature. We can never doubt either man in that ring. Gotch neutralizer for the win. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, awesome match. Oh my god. Top 3 of the night. You can't prove me wrong. And then we got the tag team match for the tag team titles. Omos and AJ Styles against the New Day, and it was all about Omos. Or Omos, as they call him. The dude came in the ring. Everybody was hyped to see what he could do. It was like if Great Khali had an upgrade. Deadass. Like, I'm being for real. If Great Khali had an upgrade, that's Omos. I'm gone. He moved a lot faster. He looked mobile. Like, he actually looked like he could fucking move around the ring. He looked physically intimidating, so there is that. He's doing splashes in the corner, tossing Kofi and Woods around. AJ Styles did a phenomenal form off the dude's shoulders, bruh. Onto Xavier Woods, and then almost finished Kofi with a big slam. I believe it was a spine buster or a two-handed choke slam. I might be wrong on that. He put his foot on Kofi's chest. 1, 2, 3. He Great Khali the dude. He put his foot on the dude's chest. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Done. New tag team champions. AJ Styles has held every single title in WWE, except for the Universal title. There's that too. But yeah, he's held WWE title, Intercontinental title, United States title, and now the Raw Tag Team Championship. Then we get Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon. If you thought I sat and watched this entire match, you're sadly mistaken. I skipped until the end of the match, okay? I was too busy watching Omos destroying Kofi and Woods, and then WWE 2K22 was announced. We had Rey Mysterio and Cesaro did some in-game footage type of teaser thing. All I can say is this. As a man that was abused by 2K for the last couple years, I can honestly say, I am not hyped. I am not excited. I don't care if it hits differently. I need to know it hits differently. You can't just say it hits differently. I need to know. I need it in my hands. I need to play it. I need to know what's going on. The bugs, are they fixed? What have you done? I need to know what you've done with the game in order for me to say it hits differently. That's just me, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and normally when I see 2K announce shit, I get hype. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. I mean, granted, they did announce shit early this time. I mean, yeah, they had over a year to put things together. They've announced 2K22 already in April. We're in April. Normally in June they would announce some shit like this. But then again, I don't know. I guarantee you this game is gonna come out by October. If they're announcing it this early, it's gonna be out by October. Bet. And hopefully it hits differently better than 2K20. That's all I ask, please. With that, with interest. It's better than 2K20 with interest. With game modes. Hello, I need stuff to play. Fuck showcase mode. Fuck my career. And fuck the towers section. Just fuck uterus mode too. Why not? Unless you change that. Unless you give me WWE 12 like quality of uterus mode. Fuck off. So Braun tried to catch Shaman from climbing over the top of the cage. He caught him on the opposite side. He rips the cage open. I mean, not as cool. I mean, Bobby Lashley did a whole splash and the fucking cage side just fell over on Umaga. But that's just one cage moment you want to think of in WWE history. Anyways, he brought him out. He's like, who's stupid now? And I thought he was gonna he should have power slammed his ass off the top of the cage into the ring. That's just me. Or he could have choked some of them off the side of the cage to an announce table like they did with like he did with Kevin Owens at Extreme Rules a couple years ago. Remember that? He could have done that, but no. He just tossed him. Shane barely did a flip, but luckily he landed on his back. And either way, the moment was cool, not gonna lie, but he just took forever to finish the match. He climbed down gingerly, fair enough, he did so, and then he power slammed him, and then that was it. 1, 2, 3. The only good part of that match was that he threw him off the cage. That was, and ripped open the cage too. That's it. That's only the cool thing I can say about this match. Everything else can kiss my ass. I didn't even know that Elias and Jackson Riker attacked Braun before the match. I didn't even know that until they show replays. I'm like, oh. Second best match of the night. Tag team match between Bad Bunny and Morrison and Miz, with Damian Priest in there as well. That match, holy shit, Miz is very great at being a douchebag. I gotta give him credit. I don't like the guy, but I gotta give him credit, you know? He's a good douchebag. He's freaking taunting every time. He thinks he's in control, doing all this extra shit. Bad Bunny coming through, and at first, he did good. Got over tie-ups. He did some headbutts. He did some shots. He did a head scissors. He did some moves I didn't expect him to do. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be Priest doing all the stuff, and then Bad Bunny coming in, hitting some unexpected move, and then that's it. But no, he started the match off, and he hit some moves. He'd sell for a long time. Priest got the tag. Shit going on. And then when Priest was almost about to put away Miz, he got Morrison picking on Bad Bunny on the outside, and Bad Bunny did a Canadian Destroyer on the outside. So Bad Bunny has to be the greatest celebrity since Floyd Mayweather to wrestle in a match. Or maybe greatest celebrity ever. Every time a celebrity comes through, we all look at it and be like, what is this? Outsider coming into WWE, fuck him, right? Lawrence Taylor, Floyd Mayweather, all these other niggas coming through. No. Bad Bunny did a Canadian Destroyer.
You what?
Dude did a Canadian Destroyer and other shit. Did a Falcon Arrow. He's doing all these, a crossbody off the top. He's doing all this extra shit. And Priest gets the win at WrestleMania. What more can you say? Second best match of the night, in my opinion. The third best was Cesaro and Rollins. Second best, the tag team match with Miz and Morrison, Bad Bunny, and Damian Priest. And then the best match of the night. The best match of the night. The best match of the night. Best moment of the night. Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks for the SmackDown Women's title. That SmackDown Women's Championship has gotten so much love over the last few years, bro. From Sasha and Bayley feuding over it, Bayley carrying the title, the man Becky Lynch doing what she did with it at the time in 2018. Naomi had a great run with the belt. That SmackDown Women's title has made a lot of stars, bro. The Raw Women's Championship, that's a different story. Two women, a rookie and a pro, going at it for the SmackDown Women's Championship in the main event of Night 1 of WrestleMania. I never thought in my wildest dreams, I never thought ever, seeing two black women main event the biggest show of the entire year. Somehow, we ended up with Bianca and Sasha main event at the show. Now, granted, if you had the likes of Rock, Austin, Cena, and more of those caliber still around to this day, I don't think none of this would have happened. But I'm not mad at it because they all left. They all had their time. It's their time now. And they fucking delivered to the highest degree, okay? They had their match. Bianca Belair showing off her strength at the beginning. They're both trying to feel each other out. At the beginning of the match, they were both teary-eyed. They were both emotional, and I can't blame them. Two African-American women doing their thing at WrestleMania. What else can you say about that? You can't take nothing away from them. Nothing. Hey, I'm just saying, hey, if you're gonna keep doing this night 1, night 2 WrestleMania thing, hey, if you have the right people, this is what I'm gonna say this. If you have the right people in that spot, they should main event hands down. Bianca, Sasha were the right people to main event WrestleMania tonight, and there's nothing I can say that'll do this match justice. Okay, Bianca showed strength. Sasha Banks started to show a more technical, aggressive side of things, a little heelish side of Sasha Banks. Bianca Belair doing a 450 splash, she nailed it, but got a 2 count. She was very very shocked about it. Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks keep targeting the hair of Bianca Belair, and they had a tug of war at the end. And then after Bianca Belair got her own hair back, she whipped the absolute shit out of Sasha Banks, where it left a mark on the side of her body. It cut her open, dude. She whipped the shit out of her, hit her with the KOD, and 1, 2, 3. I died of laughter when a man tried to hop over the barricade, but then I recognized that was Bianca Belair's family. That was her father trying to hop over the barricade. That moment was so awesome, and just seeing Bianca Belair hold on to that belt. Now, granted, I didn't really care who won this match. I was like, whatever, they're in that spot. That's all I asked for. I don't care who wins this match. But for some reason tonight, my emotions were fucking with me. Everything was just saying Bianca has to win. It wasn't like, oh, I respect both. I like both. Whatever happens, happens. I was willing to accept that. But in that moment, I wanted Bianca to win. And she did. New women's champion. A new star's been made. Holy crap, WrestleMania Night 1 definitely delivered. What do you guys think? WrestleMania Night 1, top tier, no doubt about it in my mind. What do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. Thank you guys for watching my Night 1 review of WrestleMania. Some delays, but in the end, we end up getting a great show. Delaying the greatness of WrestleMania 37 Night 1. Hope y'all enjoyed it. About later.